Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone live a little early so that you can see what happens when Jenny is not actually doing any videos or anything like that. As it turns out, the Jennytron 6000 is asleep. It needs a reboot.
Oh, hello there. You appear to have caught me unawares. How are you doing? Welcome back to the loft. I'm Jenny Kirk. These are Topsy and Gronksy, the toasters with the mosters. That's right. It's Monday. Hey, you've woken me up early. I was catching 40 winks.
Yes, I set you off 9 minutes early because I thought, well, we're here and we don't know how long the computer's going to be stable because it has this weird error ever since Microsoft updated it last time.
Funny that. So hello and welcome to the Monday Club, your online model railway club where we're going to bring you all of the news, the views and chit-chat model rail related, and it's always great to have your company. So come with me and let's fire up the Monday Club.
Cue the intro.
All right, yeah. I should have really had my finger on that button already. Cue the intro. Apparently
it didn't work.
We're just getting a...
We're getting a lot of issues this week. Cue the intro. Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk. And we're back.
It's great to see you, and I do hope that you are well. We've got Leslie Gilpin Railways, Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, Harry Cedric, GT Osprey 98, Trackside Mike, Southern Train Girl, Ed Flame 4291. I don't know why that's jumping up in the air. Chobberton Junction. Sorry, we got all sorts.
I know exactly why this is in the air because I'm trying to sort things out, Jen.
Adi Pullen, Ben Tullett, Flymo Chairman 1, Sarah
Stream
Davies.
Deck can't connect to OBS. We're having to use manual this week.
Oh,
everything is wrong. Whatever that last update was from Microsoft.
Well, you updated OBS.
I had to update OBS because it said it'd been constantly looking for updates and slowing the computer down.
Couldn't you have turned that off? Say, don't look for updates.
No.
Oh, okay. Block 119er, evening to you. Marcus Muggins, Warbler Productions, says evening, early start tonight. Gandalf, I think you might have something to say about the Monday Club starting at the time it did.
A Monday Club is never late, nor is it early. It arrives precisely when it means to.
Thanks, Gandalf. So, Dave Holloway, big hello to you. Ham Shackleton. It's just there's a lot of you guys already in, and this might encourage people to turn up a bit early.
No, we just did it on the thing because the fact is we were ready, we were raring to go, and you know we should just jump in and see how things go.
Absolutely. Now, we've got quite a bit in the news, and it does seem to have been fairly busy, with the big ticket announcement being that Sonic models distributed exclusively through Rails of Sheffield have announced the K-Class Mogul.
The Cake Class. Gandalf will be in there.
No, K-Class, as in the Circle of K. There is something afoot. This was a London, Brighton and South Coast Railway locomotive. They lasted right through into BR days. Very successful. None preserved, but it's been top of the wish lists for quite some time. I think every year people have been asking for the K-Class model, and it's been announced by Sonic Models, who actually sent, but you'll find it in my emails.
I'm looking for it.
You might have to scroll down a bit. So, that's the one.
Which one? This one?
Where it says exclusive, that's the one.
Okie dokie.
So, hopefully, yeah, there we go. So they're currently at EP Samples, and I do happen to know, Little Bird told me, that there was another manufacturer actually working on a K-Class, but they haven't gone to tooling. So I don't think we're going to see a second one turn up. And I know we've talked about this before with duplication. Certainly in the ballpark. Yeah, Ben Tullett says it's a Special K. Ooh. I used to like Special K as a kid. It was just something about it. So, shall we? You have to control the buttons over there.
I do.
Because Stream Deck's decided not to work today. So, we need... there we are. I think we've got it. So, this is the K-Class Mogul. Now, these are EPs, engineering prototypes. So, it's basically early shots from the tooling.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, and we've got several different detail variants. It's probably not 100% clear on this, but I believe that they are able to produce different variants through the lifetime of the K-Class Mogul. So don't look at this and go, that's a weird colour scheme, because that's not what it's about. The EPs are moulded in particular colours of plastic, really to make it easier to check and see how well stuff fits together.
There's a lot of nice shots of what's going to be in.
It looks to be a very, very detailed back head.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of detail going on. So
I'm going to drop back to a previous page so we can have a look at some of the other models.
I think these are. I don't think they've got any livery renders.
No, but we can now see it in different forms.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do.
We're getting it in London, Brighton and South Coast Railway Burnt Umber. We're also getting LBS CR Black as well. We're getting different Southern liveries and BR liveries.
So let's have a look at what we've got. LBSC Black unlined. LBSC Umber with black. Southern Monsel in dark olive green.
Yeah. Different identity, and then we also got the bullied malachite green as well. So next row,
light olive as well. Wartime black.
Wartime black, plain black British Railways. I suspect that's the one with British Railways spelt out on the tender. And then BR black early emblem. And then also finally BR late crest as well. So the full shebang there. Les Kirk says, any chance of syncing the sound?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks fine to us.
Apparently, I think I may look like I'm in some kind of kung fu film that's been dubbed.
No. We're broadcasting as quick as we can. The CPU is only at 17%.
Yeah, Dad, I think it might be at your end. I can't see anybody else saying about it. Though Ham Shackleton suggested that their PC is acting up as well.
Okay, I'm going to check on the big
yeah, so if I talk like this, then that might help, because then you won't see my lips move, and then the syncing works just fine.
Or
James Pett,
we could not do that because people might think you're taking the pee.
James Pett says, I approve of the LBSCR K-Class, absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is basically the big thing. Warbler Production says that backhead and steam manifold mouldings look like it'll be one of, if not the best, ready-to-run scale steam. There are some pretty good ones out there. I must say that, let me just put Teddy back in his normal little spot where he can lord it over us. I have to say that models are getting really, really good at the moment. So really looking forward to this. I'm just wondering if we can change the angle of the dangle
One
now.
moment.
Apparently you can't.
I'm just I told you I was checking the sound.
Okay, just do it then.
My goodness.
Yes, sync seems okay here, says
Yeah,
Flymer
the sync
John.
seems
I think
reasonable.
it may be certain people, for whatever reason, YouTube has broken your connection. Try hitting reload.
Yeah, but before we go into that, let's have a quick word from our sponsors.
The Monday Club is proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering, or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey. So we're back, and thank you so much, Scanman. Very generously donated $19.99 on the Super Chat.
Thank you so much, man.
It says, Happy Monday, Clubbers, for the A4 locomotive collection. Don't tempt me. I've already bought 2 more. And also, we do have, we're going to have to just hunt back through.
I'm scanning through everything.
I did... A Scanman sent in some livery pictures of the next iteration of the tank wagons. We're just trying to find it. I meant to mention them last week, and I completely forgot and only remembered after the stream. Dinmore Junction Model Railway says, hi all, I'm late again.
A Monday Clubber is never late, Toto Wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Good day, Mels. Great to see you. I think it was on a link.
Right, I'm looking for it. Just keep going, Jen. I'm trying my best here.
Peachy TT120, big hello to you. Lydia Clary says, TMC, that's the name of it. I'd love to get my new 66 renumbered. Warbler Productions says TARDIS lying down in the open wagon coupled to the Victory class locomotive. Yes, it is. There are 2 TARDISes here on Weir Yard, so there is another one knocking about, which for once I actually I know where it is. Trevor Veal says, I took delivery of 2 A4s today and Saturday. Woohoo! Well, I've got 2 on their way here. I couldn't resist. Rails had a huge collection in, and I may have accidentally bought a few of them, well, 2 of them, to add to my collection. Railway Days says, hi Jenny, what are your thoughts on between the Dapol Manor compared to the Acura Scale one? I think they're both good models. The Acura Scale one seems to have much better haulage capacity. But in terms of visually, I think, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think they're both really good. We got Mark Wilson, the waxer of the DeLorean. It's great to see you. I hope you are well. And Nick at Bexton High Level says, had a good day at the Severn Valley Railway on Saturday. Acura Scale, so a nice pannier duly ordered. I take it they're saying that they prefer the Acura Scale one. Dion Wollaston, great to see you. Hope you're well. Going to the Dog says, hi Jenny, do you have a sponsor? Yes. I think we did play that, didn't we?
We did play it, but it's usually, I'll say thank you to TMC, our sponsor, for sponsoring the Monday Club. Check them out. And for all your pre-owned modern latest releases and weathering needs, along with a lot else.
Absolutely. Going to the Dogs says, Jen, what's in the news? Well, we've just covered the Brighton K-class mogul. Which
Okay,
is
what I
coming
think is
from-
going on is that is taking up far too much memory.
What is?
The Hotmail that I was open to work everything out.
And what would that do exactly?
It's taking up too much memory and destroying the connection.
Weird.
So
'cause
it can't
we've got
process.
We've got 16 gigs of memory.
I
on
bet
this.
people are now going to say that all of a sudden it comes back. How's
So-
my engagement doing? I have been snowed under with work since we came back. No, since before we went to Italy. I had 2 weeks off for that, but snowed under with work. So I literally have not done anything but make the buildings that are to go in it. And paint
Zantec,
the inside.
yeah, Zantec asks, what's hauling the parcel train? And that's actually a Class 76 Woodhead Electric. Stephen McLeay very, very generously donated
Oh,
10
thank
New
you.
Zealand dollars on the Super Chat. Thank you so much for your generosity. That's really, really great of you. Thank you so
Also,
much.
I'm just going to say one thing. If we end up at some point going offline, there is a problem with Windows. Since the latest Windows update,
Yeah,
the
it's
computer will randomly, completely hang and then reset itself. So Microsoft just really screwed us over. Let's put it that way.
so
Oh, thank you so much, Andy.
Oh, Andy Stewart, thank you so much, generously donating £2 on the Super Chat. It says, for the cookie jar.
Oh my goodness, we are so now out of sync.
How do you know?
Because watch this. If I put my hand into the screen,
Yeah, but
That
there
is-
should be a buffer.
no, that's what we're sending out. That's not the buffer. That's live. That monitor is live. What we're sending.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to say. Unfortunately, well, we just updated OBS. And I think OBS is the fundamental reason for everything going a bit screwy. Because it's certainly broken Stream Deck. That was working just fine before. Dr. Deborah Catherine Stevenson Jones has a certain lady named Model Railway Shop has an O-Gauge Class 13 available on special order. Very tempting. Super gronk it up. I suspect it's hideously expensive, but yeah, certainly if you don't feel confident enough to make your own, then it is that. Oh, thank you so much. 3B Rail has very generously
Yeah, we are
donated
completely out of sync now.
£10 on the Super Chat. Says, evening, Jenny and Zoe. Hope you're well. Small donation to the Biscuit Barrel.
Thank
Many
you.
thanks for all you do for our hobby. Oh, you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you so
3
much.
seconds out of sync about it. There
So
is nothing
when
we
you
can do
say
about
we're
it.
out of, so what are you saying? That I look like I'm dubbed?
The video is 3 seconds behind the audio.
Okay, well then get me off screen then. If it's that distracting, because being constantly told we're out of sync is very distracting to me. So if I'm not on screen, then we can move on from that. So, other news. We've also got Daypol in O-Gauge announcing the M3 and M4 shunters match wagons. So, these look to be quite interesting. Both Bachmann and Hornby have done match wagons in 00. And I think that these will go down really, really well in O-Gauge, because it's going to give the option for having something to go with all of those GWR pannier locomotives that Daypol have put out there. There's also the Lionheart Prairies, and I guess as well, if you've got one of the Terriers in the GWR livery, you could pair them as well. Martin Shipman says, hi all, looks like the battery in my lounge clock needs replacing. No, we started 10 minutes early. Railway Day says, bye bye Jenny and Zoe, sorry, got to go as my wife's just done my tea. Oh well, yeah.
Well, priorities, you know, you've got to go and have your dinner.
I can see Gandalf nodding sagely and
Oh,
wisely. Yes,
Oh,
I
definitely
think
is.
Gandalf would rate food above all else. Yeah, anyway, we've also had announcements from Daypol in N-Gauge that there's new versions of the Class 86 and the Terrier coming in N-Gauge. and the pannier tank. And one thing I like about this is that they've also got the London Transport livery pannier and Stevenson Clark Blue. One of my favourites, actually. It does occasionally come up second-hand in 00. It was done as a club model by the Backman Collectors Club quite some time ago. And I was one of the first in the queue for that. It was a must-have item for me. I do love locomotives in industrial liveries like that. Andy Friars Junction, big hello to you. J94, Worthington Model Railways. Jerry BVR, Peachy TT120 says 5th time. Pico TT120, code 55, new set track announcement today.
Very nice.
So again, it's, you know, to all those people who poo-pooed TT120, it seems to be doing quite well at the moment. Iron Horse Railway says, I suspect due to Windows specialist features that tonight's exhibit will face difficulty. Specialist features, what is that?
The fact that it screwed us.
Oh yeah, we're going to have a look around, because it is really irritating that Stream Deck is not working, it must be said.
I get it.
I'm not having a go at you, I'm just saying. Warbler Productions says, how many people have the school summer holidays off work? My job can only happen when schools are open, so I have weeks off.
Very nice.
See, people say, oh, what are you doing for Easter holidays? I don't know, I haven't been at school for like...
Yeah, so what's that in real world stuff?
For 25 years, in fact, oh my god.
What are you doing for half
years.
term? I don't have terms.
Don't have half term, don't have kids, don't care, left school 30 years ago. Oh, it's like, it is quite scary when you suddenly realise how long it's been since you were last at school. Iron Horse Railway says, yep, Zoe put it beautifully. You've been Windowsed.
Yeah.
Ben Tullett says, I'm still waiting for GWR or Western Region TT120 items to arrive. Tarocco 00 Railways, big hello to you. GT Osprey 98 says, was that a class 25 or 26 running on the layout? Actually, no, you're close, but no cigars. It was a class 27. And that's on the ABC shuttle. So, what's actually going round? We've got a class 117 is on the outermost line. I just felt, you know, for a change, we'd have a DMU running. So the class 117 is doing the rounds. The next one in, we've got a class 76 in really quite unusual livery. Full yellow ends. It's chromatic blue with the BR Lake crest, but a tops number of 76022. And, so brilliant. We've got Roker prototype models here. We found the images, so hopefully we're able to yep, there they are.
So these were taken by the inimitable Ken Patterson. Sir Ken Patterson.
We salute you and everybody in the What's Neat This Week posse. If you don't know what we're talking about,
Ding,
where
ding,
have
ding.
you been?
You popped right on the screen going, where have you been?
And we're back in sync as well, so that's great. So, oh, Weird Yard, I've just seen it! Boom! I love it. I absolutely love it. Hey man, I didn't do it. Oh, that is great, and it just shows how amazing Sir Kenneth Patterson's photography is. That looks incredible, absolutely incredible. Next slide, please. These are models as well. If you wonder, these are actually models. So next slide.
I love that one.
This the photograph was doing the rounds. And it's actually been done. So Safe Pack models, they've Roker prototype models with the Safe Pack auto racks.
Yeah. They've
done that graffiti, and it's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Last day at school, 1969, says Richard Swiderski. That wagon is brilliant, says Ruben
really
Ashford.
is.
Absolutely. Jerry BVR says every day is a school day, so I never left. Is there another slide? I'm sure there was.
There are only 3 from this set.
Oh right, was there not?
Check them.
I thought that there was some tank cars.
I'm looking for that at the moment. Roker
prototype models. I don't know whether these are one-off.
.com.
I think these ones are.
They might be, but I'm trying to find the rest. Will you give me a minute?
17 files in Dropbox.
You're a burger, you are.
I knew it. I put them
You're
in
a
Dropbox.
burger, you are.
Yeah, I put them in Dropbox.
Yeah, well, I've just lost that now.
Really looking forward to those. They're going to look great when they arrive. So thank you so much, Scanman. Yeah, James Pett says, Homer snooze. Absolutely. I'm really impressed. Here we are. These are they.
Right, so they're in Dropbox, are they?
I think I did put them in Dropbox. I put them in Dropbox actually ready for last week's Monday Club and then absolutely forgot about them. So really, really sorry, Scanman, but we're putting right what once went wrong.
We had a lot of trouble last week as well.
We did, actually.
It's no wonder.
So, Francis Wadsworth, hello to you.
Is everything logged out?
J. Paul Anderson, evening. Jeff Haynes says agreed, brilliant wagons. And Fat Wallet Boy 2 says Dapol 86 in N-Gauge.
I'm not
new
interested.
livery
I'm going back to the email. I'll download it again. I'm not messing around.
That's fine. Okay. Robin Silver says, have got 2 Quarry Hunslets in 065. They look absolutely amazing, I'll be honest with you. I am curious how well they fit within the loading gauge of 00 in terms of fitting through things like tunnel mouths and under signal gantries. I'm just curious because if I got one, then it would spend most of its life chugging around Weir Yard. But I must admit that I am really quite interested in getting one of the Bachmann Quarry Hunslets in 016.5. I'd probably go for the ones without the cab on. I just really like the idea of getting a 3D print in O gauge of myself shoveling. And maybe actually I do need to get rescanned because it was not a flattering pose with hindsight. And I like the idea that I could man a locomotive in figure form as both of the parties. So it'd be me and Mini-Me.
You would spend all your time arguing with yourself.
Andy Fryers Junction says, we ran Britomart on the Shop-O layout and it went through the tunnel and under the bridges fine. Yeah, I suspected it might do. I suspect that it's actually still quite a small locomotive, about the size of an XL and Y pug. Iron Horse Railway, stop it, behave yourself. Oh, right, so we finally got some of these pictures up. And again, pictures taken by Sir Ken of Patterson from over on What's Neat this week. But these look absolutely incredible. I believe you've picked the wrong one because we've got infinite regression. There we go. So, you might remember we did a review on these tank cars. They are available through Rails of Sheffield. And
this looks real to me, I'm sorry.
Ken Patterson does amazing photography. There is a reason that Ken Patterson, who we've had on as a guest here before now, I've been on his show, he does the photography for things like the Walthers catalogues, and I think Bachmann US catalogues as well. And look at this picture. When you look at pictures of that quality, then, there's just no comparison. And I must admit that I have been so incredibly impressed by Ken Patterson's photography skills and technique that I have taken that on board. Actually, we've done a lot of photography using Ken's methods, and I do always credit Ken as being the inspiration behind getting the photos. But look at these. natural light, natural sky.
And these are from Roker again, aren't they?
Roker prototype models, I believe. So these are the ATSF. We did tell me what that stands for. Something Toledo Santa Fe, I think. But these are the, later on in life, these tank cars were used, they had water and they were part of like a firefighting train to tackle things like forest fires, but also, you've got to remember there's a lot of wooden trestles on US railroads. So fires very much are a big and very expensive risk. So they would have tank cars ready to roll to be able to fight any fires that broke out. So really impressed by these. Clouds over St. Louis is Leslie Gilpin Railways.
Yeah.
But certainly a lovely day. And this is looking out, I believe the sky is actually over the Ohio River. Sir Kenneth Patterson lives on the bluffs just above the river. So from his backyard, he gets some amazing views. And look at this. I mean, with the bright sunshine, this really does look amazing. And yeah, Nick Girolamo, Chris Navard photography is great too. And I suspect that Chris Navard uses similar techniques as well.
It still amazes me that that is a model and not
Absolutely.
an actual location.
Yeah, ATSF of Zantec, Atchison, Topeka and Santa Fe Railway. So I was completely wrong. Leslie Gilpin Railway says Atchison, Toledo and Santa Fe, as in the song from the Harvey Girls, Julie Garland.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, these look really good. I like that, and like a red oxide livery.
Yeah.
But these, I'm always blown away by the photography. Ben Davis says, "Hi Jennifer, I see. Stay tuned to our socials and newsletters
Whoa.
tomorrow at 10 a.m. for an exciting new 00 gauge exclusive announcement. Hoping for the T3 at Swanage."
This one's not just pink; it's pink.
Ben Davis, which manufacturer
I like
is
it.
doing that? We were talking about this. Well, I say we. I was talking, you were nodding and going, but Scanman says, "Sky is over the mighty Mississippi River." Aha.
Yep.
I always thought it was the Ohio River. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, Mississippi. Sorry, geography, US geography.
How big is Sir Kenneth Patterson's house if he's on the bluff of the Mississippi and Ohio rivers?
He does have, and they call it their yard. In the UK, can I just, like, for overseas viewers, when we hear Americans talking about their yard, we think of it as being like what's behind the little 2-up, 2-down terrace houses, a little postage stamp sized piece of concrete flagged area that you might keep your wheelie bin in.
Yeah, it's the bit of concrete you keep your bin on.
Yeah, but with Americans, their yard is their back garden, and their yards are usually massive, absolutely massive. Oh wow, I love that colour.
Yeah, this one isn't just blue; it's blue.
Oh, I do like that colour. That is really nice.
Some of these are amazing. I would expect
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to be going, I have to have that.
And like we said before, Rails of Sheffield also stocks some of the range as well. So look out for them there. They recently had them in. They had a sale on of the US outline stuff that they stock. So there were some good deals actually on some of the previous run of these tank cars. And Scanman says Ken's house is an estate. I would hate to mow his yard. Although saying that, I mean, right, look, you say you'd hate to mow his yard. I've got two things to say about this. A, it's one of the benefits of having children. You can sucker them into mowing the yard. But also B, I'd actually find that quite therapeutic. If you've got a ride-on mower and you just sort of trundle around on a little ride-on mower,
Or what you
that's
would-
quality thinking
What
time.
you would do is take up most of that, most of the lawn with a garden railway, and then you wouldn't have to mow it because the train is going to keep it going.
Oh, right, interesting. Right. Jennifer Horton says the ATSF was a railway, not a railroad. Jenny, accidentally, I must say, got it right. A number of bankrupt American railroads were renamed as railways so they didn't have to change the wagon lettering. Because,
Wow.
So basically it was a different entity, but everything remained the same because it wasn't the railroad, it was a railway now.
Oh my goodness.
And that sounds like the kind of wheeze that Colonel Stevens would have done. Worthington Model Railway, I think there it is at the top, it says, my yard is 4.75 acres. Oh, Awesome Bricks! That is actually a really good idea. I'm sorry, top advice there from Awesome Bricks. It says, buy a goat. It works. But also, don't expect to have any flowers left either, because they will eat
Or
anything
else.
Yeah, all washing on your clothesline.
I think that's the last one. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't expect any flowers.
You'll have to. Can I just say, you need to press the button for camera 5.
I'm making a job. Fine. It's awful with now.
I'm sorry. When I'm just. It's hot up here, so. Cupboard Monkey's a little bit grouchy. Growler Blackwood Engage layout. Big hello to you. Dave Holloway says a T3 is coming, but can't say when or by who. Well, we were talking about this earlier on. The T3 is an obvious one. I'm not 100% sure who's doing it, and people assume that I am like the Zen overlord who knows what everybody's doing. I know nothing. I learned what the chains are doing from a book. No, it's quite simply a case of oh, I'm not on screen.
I know.
There we go. It's quite simply the case that I prefer not to be told in advance. Now, I do know what some manufacturers are doing, well, at least some of their products in advance, but it's actually, I can't tell anybody if I did know, so it's probably better that I don't. But I do know that somebody is working on a T3, and it's pretty obvious, actually, with the preserved example now back in Steam for the first time, I think, since something like the 1950s. It's a long, long, long time. So I'm actually quite surprised that the T3 has not been announced yet. Quite simply because, you know, I would have thought that would have coincided with the big fanfare surrounding the mainline one going into production. Now, this suggests to me, and I could be wrong, but it suggests to me, I'm suspecting either Bachmann or EFE Rail. Now, the reason for this is because they tend to announce very late on in the cycle, and I suspect that there's been a delay in production for whatever reason. We see it all the time, delays in production caused by all manner of different reasons. So I suspect that production has been pushed back. Similarly, the restoration of the real T3 may have gone ahead of schedule. So you've got these two things. So my money's on either Bachmann or EFE Rail. Mark Wilson says, Jenny, reverse psychology. I know nothing. You've got a time machine. You can just hop to the future. Hello, Clubbers, says SHGP Media, giving a suggestion that there is a degree of lateness happening.
The Monday Clubber is never late, Toto Wagons, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Leslie Gilpin Railway says, didn't Wren do a T3 back in the day? Not that I'm aware of. Jeff Himes says, my yard takes me 3 hours to mow every other week. It's a great time to think. Yeah, that's what I mean. I find it like that. I have a ride-on mower, and you just kind of, it's your thinking time, your Zen thinking time. Some people walk a dog, mowing a lawn. That's a good thing to do. Scanman says, those tank cars are scheduled to arrive in September or October 2024.
Nice. So not long now.
Those liveries, actually, I love that blue one.
The blue one and the slightly faded pink was very nice.
Yeah.
Baby pink, as you might say.
Sarah Davis says, T3 wasn't on a par with T2. Arnie was brilliant in that.
Nothing can beat Terminator 2. Although I did like Dark Fate. I know a lot of people didn't, but changing things up a little bit, I liked that. Cameron Patterson says, good night to all from Glasgow. Work tomorrow. You take care.
It's been great having your company as always. Christoph, big hello to you. Great to see you. Hope you are well. Tim Madsen says, I'm hoping for more news on the new Class 08 from Bachmann. I'm hoping that they will also announce that they're doing a Class 10. Now, this is actually something I've long pontificated about this, but a Class 10's an easy win because outwardly, from what I've gathered, they look identical to a Class 08. It's just a livery difference, but nobody's bothered to do them. And there is a single Class 10 that has been running in preservation with the tops number on. I'm sorry, but I am there, and like even Topsy is getting quite excited at the idea of a Class 10 but with a tops number.
Yeah.
Christoph, you're welcome. It's great to have your company. Brilliant to have you on board.
What were you telling me earlier on about a Z car?
It's not a Z car, Z-Class locomotive. I honestly think that the Z-Class has got to be fairly close to being announced by somebody. It's always topping wish lists, as was the K-Class Mogul, it must be said. We've now finally had that from Sonic, and it's been revealed actually that another manufacturer was working on a K-Class. So I suspect that Z-Class is almost a dead cert out there. But, you know, as we learnt from Phil Morley... could I get a drink?
That's what I'm going for.
Ah, excellent. I suspect, as we learnt from Phil Morley, you're talking about 3 to 4 years for the models to actually come through in the production cycle. The Z-Class, I'm almost certain somebody is working on them. Ben Davis says, Jennifer thinks it's Bachmann and Rapido only because Bachmann Club at Swanage on the 6th of September make good timers could do the new 8 neutrals. Rapido like old trains. See, the thing is, if Bachmann announced the T3 has got to be fairly advanced, because I think whoever was planning on releasing the T3 may have run into some slight delays and would have otherwise, it would have been on the market by now. That points to Bachmann or EFE Rail. Yes, Nick Garolimo, Z-Class is a southern locomotive. Paul Murphy says, good evening, folks. I gave a like. Great to see you. Hope you're well. I think we've got Gandalf on phone in.
A Monday clobber is never late, Toto Wackens, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
You're welcome, Gandalf. A.D. Pullen says you would have thought a manufacturer would have done a retool GWR Saint class with a replica at Bluebell. I think the T3, I'm going to call it as being a Bachmann model with an outside chance of EFE Rail. Simply because if Rapido don't tend to announce very late in the cycle, they tend to announce when they've finished the research stage, or at least got CADs that they can show. So I would say that Rapido announcing a T3 would be unlikely at this stage. Not impossible, but unlikely. Thank you. Z-Class could be anybody. Absolutely could be anybody. Now, the beverage of choice tonight is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper Zero. So we've also got some biscuits, if I can wrestle any off Gandalf. We did wonder why Gandalf wandered off. I could only assume that he smelt biscuits in your future. So we
bought McVitie's custard creams.
Is there a problem with this?
They're expensive. Well, you're posh.
No, it's £1.25 for those.
Yeah, it's like 60p from the co-op. Well, you're posh.
Yes. Richard Gruter says, top tip, if you water your grass with whiskey, it comes up half cut. Oh, there should be some kind of trombone going on. Oh. Absolutely. But no, I still say animals. Because animals are cool. It's just great to have little friends wandering around. It's like you should have a duck pond as well, because ducks are cool. And they always look at you like very nonchalantly. Yeah, there we are. We've got a duck in as well. I don't know why, but that was harder work than it needed to be to get that out of the packet. It's almost like on the other side of the packet, Gandalf was going, "No, me bickies, me bickies."
He's got a packet himself.
That ain't stopped him yet. Dave Scott Railways says, news from Shildon, Flying Scotsman now staying until the 1st of September. Raymond Legg says some companies are too quiet about releasing their new models. We were talking about this. You quite like this, like, surprise, we've been working on this and it'll be in the shops on Monday sort of thing. You like that.
For me, I don't like the bagsy nature of some announcements. Like, we're doing this. When are you doing this?
4 or 5 years.
We were thinking of doing it, so we've announced. It's like, no, you can't do that.
And can I just say, Bankman announced the new Retool 25 a long time ago. And we know from Hornby that if you're working seriously on a new tooled model from scratch, you're looking at, let's say, 4 years. So that really was a bit of a bagsy. Because they've taken longer than 4 years to bring that to market. Still not quite to market. Paul Murphy says, Weir Yard is a fantastic layout. Oh, thank you so much. Here, have a biscuit. Oh, Gandalf. Oh, no, it's not for you.
I'll send it to them via my stomach.
That is my biscuit. Ham Shackleton says, us oldies are very wary of pre-ordering things on a 4-year or more guesstimated release.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, anything over 4 years smacks of they haven't started work on it. Can you talk?
As far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't be announcing that you're doing something until someone has actually pressed the file button, the file menu, and clicked on new to start work on it. Research, yeah, I'm sorry, but research is just something that you have to chance it. Someone else might be working on research as well.
Yeah.
When you start on actually building it, that's when you announce. At the absolute earliest.
I would say that actually having some type of CAD file to show is the point at which is like the earliest point that I would say is sensible to announce.
Yeah.
I think if you don't have at least CAD renders or anything like that, even
then you're
if they're
essentially
still
just saying, no guys, we're going to do this.
Jennifer Horton says 4 years is about the same as KR models, to be fair. Yeah, I mean 4 years, because I think it was about 3.5 to 4 years that Hornby had been working on the new tooled Black 5.
But with KR models, isn't it a case that 4 years, yeah, they're starting work on their CAD, and then it goes to the prototyping and all of that, so they're essentially doing what I'm saying.
Well, there is a process. You start off with research, and then the CAD stage comes when you've done enough research to start on the CAD.
Yeah.
There'll still be a bit of crossover because there might be things you're thinking,
Of course.
not sure on that, so you go back to do research a bit more. But only when you're happy with the CADs, and you could also have livery renders on the CADs. I've seen that before as well. But that's the point you go to tooling, and then you get the EP stage. But and it's like what we saw with the Sonic models, K-Class Moguls, that is the EP. But that's not the first EP. And I know that KR models kind of made a rod for their back with the 4DD. They, a little bit sillily, showed the first EP of the 4DD. And I don't think anybody normally shows the first EP, because the whole point of the first EP is you've deliberately not fully cut out the tooling.
Of course, yeah.
So that you've got some wiggle room, so you can go, well, actually, that needs changing. Because a lot of the time, when you see a three-dimensional thing, it's like, okay, yeah, I can see where we need to do stuff. So they showed the first EP photos of it. And of course, it didn't really look right because it still needed a lot of work in the tooling.
Yeah.
So normally, you'd probably be looking at second, third, or even fourth EPs of what manufacturers would share as an EP. DJ K666 asks, I wonder if there's a longer lead time on things that no longer exist as more research becomes necessary.
There will be more research required,
question.
surely.
But on the flip side, nobody can check you're working against a real one.
Yes, no. If the original plans are around, or images of stuff like that, then it's possible to work from those.
Raymond Legg says one German guy waited 10 years for a model to be released. That is quite a long time.
I wouldn't.
Alan Reynolds of Buckland Junction, aka PVA J Cloth Alan. Good evening, Jenny and Zoe, and hi to all good fellows in the chat. And also, Ben Tullett says Oreos are a sugar rush or recipe for diabetes.
Paul Murphy says, what gauge is the rear yard? That is 00.
We are 00 up here.
Ooh.
And also, don't forget that your Monday Club badges, there's a pinned comment at the top of the chat. There is an issue at the moment. The web host of the website has decided to mess up the certificate. So
I don't think they've decided. I think it's just a mess up. We'll get it sorted.
What I'd like to say here is that it will say that the website is unsafe. It is not unsafe. It's just that there's an issue with the certificate. So you can proceed with confidence and buy your pin badges.
Here's the thing, guys. The everything Jen's just said is true, but the link that I've linked does not go to the website. It goes directly to the PayPal page that lets you purchase it.
Donget's Model Railway absolutely says don't trust diagrams, even the originals. It was standard practice to fix issues in manufacturing, and no one goes back and updates the diagrams.
Yeah, and this true, which is why I said diagrams are other images.
Yeah, but this is something my father, who was in the chat before, Les Kirk, wherever you are. It's weird to call him Les Kirk. He's forever just Dad.
Well, of course he is.
When he built, I think it was the Alfred Dodman live steam traction engine, and the blueprints for that, if you built certain things strictly to what the blueprint said, then I think it was like the crank for the water pump wouldn't be able to rotate because it would strike the top of the boiler if you made it as per the plans. And it was things like that which very quickly made it apparent that blueprints are not the be-all and end-all. And that is something that I guess manufacturers are well aware of, that having the original blueprints is just one part of the research. Ben Tullett says, it is unsafe as there may not be a Gronk it up cup. Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Christoph says, shall I open it? Yeah. Our website is almousemedia.com is okay. So there's an issue with the web provider and the certificate.
They've messed it up.
It's a technical error that's not actually being hacked, but browsers can't tell the difference.
No, browsers, as you would expect, verge on the side of caution, because the last thing they want to do is go, oh, it's okay, when it's not. So tonight, Jen, we have a virtual model railway exhibition.
Yes, we do. But first of all, can I just say hello to Avondale and Halshaw Moor Engage Railway. Says, yo, 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 sorry I'm late. Gandalf?
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor is he early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Can I just say, this is not what we're drinking. This is quite simply, it started life as a frozen bottle of water.
Vodka.
It was a frozen bottle of water to help with the cooling up here. And
it's not vodka in a Coke bottle, honest.
And I'm now actually putting some of the melt water into a little air cooler, because it'll then blow cool air at us, like me in particular. So, not drinking that. It's been through several freeze-thaw cycles.
So, we have our first model railway for the exhibition tonight.
Boom! You and Chalmers here.
This is the Growler Blackwood Engage layout.
Oh, I always enjoy our visits to this layout.
Yes, and they say, link below is my latest layout update on Blackwood Engage layout. This is a 6-minute running session from 7:40. Happy for you to play that part of the video. Why did I say it in that voice? I don't know. But here we go. Beep beep. Beep beep.
Miller Watson says, evening all. Blueprints are perfect for how the engineer intended the work to be done. However, as with heavy general repairs, subsequent drawings will be made for the type.
This is a hell of a layout. Wow.
And Scanman says, research for a model project is really a hobby within a hobby.
Yep.
Dave Scott Railway says, if I remember correctly, the guys that put 35006 back together found exactly that original drawings didn't match. New Model Railway says, good evening all. I hope I'm not too late.
But I think we all know that Gandalf's popped off from it. I think we all know that if you start with the original drawings, you get a basic idea of what it's going to be. It's your base shape, and then you modify it based on other images that are available.
I always enjoy our visits. This is N-Gauge.
It's amazing.
But it shows what you can actually achieve with N-Gauge. And also, the beauty of N-Gauge is you can get an awful lot in a small space. So this appears to be a part of the layout that's currently under construction a little bit, but certainly I love the super elevation on the track. Essentially, the track leans into the corners. Christoph has found the Monday Club wagons. It says gramophone works. Yes, Billy's replacement speakers.
Whoa.
And of course, Billy Senior was William Loud Senior, because Billy's real name is William Loud.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any left. Rails found a box that they've misfiled in the storeroom.
Yeah.
So even though they're technically all sold, Rails had a box of them, so you may still be able to get one. Yeah, Christoph, turn it up to 11. And
whoa! Look at that. It even corners
do you
right.
see the lean? That's what I mean. The super elevation, the way that train leans in the corners, is as per the prototype, and it's that level of detail that really makes this look amazing. Look at this! Look at the helix.
It's great. This is such a nice layout.
Yeah,
I love the level of detail as well.
Paul Murphy says Monday Clubbers are not on a timetable, so they can join when they like.
Oh,
Absolutely.
nice shot of the helix.
I do like this. So we've got one going up and one coming down. So there's a double track helix. And it just shows, actually, this is a big layout.
Duncan says, you know, they probably found the box that they said they'd sold of all yours. It's possible.
We suspect that it might be that box. They did tell me how many. It was a box of 20.
Wow.
So it is slightly more than the number they were supposed to be holding for me.
Mark Bentley, from what I can tell, that is the station house and station platform boxes from Metcalfe.
I think they certainly those are Metcalfe retaining walls.
I recognise the.
Hey, Metcalfe are good.
I recognise the pointed triangular top of the clock on the station house. I've built one of those.
Yeah, and also, if anybody from Metcalfe is watching, really do love the kits.
Oh, Metcalfe
Not
is so
fishing
good.
for anything. Weiryard's already built, don't worry. But I'm just saying, Metcalfe kits are really good.
Actually, I'm going to go and grab the Metcalfe station house just to make sure it is the
How
right
much
one.
longer is the video? It's not going to stop
Oh
and
yeah,
go
okay.
weird.
I'll stay here then, since Jen needs me.
Yeah, because we're doing it. I'm going to need you on the.
Alright, you go and get it then.
No, don't want to.
There we go. We'll have a look at the Metcalfe website or something. Beep beep. This is the level of detail on the sides and everything like that. Even though it's
And look,
N-gauge, you can
yeah.
see it.
And there, you saw the Humbrol tins,
Yeah.
and that immediately gives you a sense of going, wow, this is
Take care,
N-gauge.
Francis. Thanks for coming along. Have a great evening.
Take care.
Yeah, it does give you the sense of scale. This is he's even got graffiti on the walls. But this is such a small scale.
There's so much you can fit into the space.
Oh man, I am super impressed. I need to get some time for my box files.
Zephyrus says waiting for their GWR station kits to come back into stock. This is Metcalf.
They have print runs of everything, don't they?
The trouble, I mean, in some respects, it's a sign of the success that they can't keep up with the demand.
This is so good. So, Blackwood Engage, so nicely done. Oh, that is a really nice detailed station.
There's a lot going on there, and that train's actually on the avoiding line by the look of it, because there's not actually a platform.
There's a lot of station there, multiple platforms.
I always enjoy our visits. It is a really interesting layout,
and there's so much to look at.
Oh, look, the graffiti under the bridge as well.
That fence, the wire fencing and everything.
I think
how on earth have you done that?
I think it's a kit from Pico or Wills.
Wow.
And because I've used the 00 version over there.
Yeah.
And it uses like a fine like nylon mesh that you glue for the chain link.
Right.
Dongit's Model Railway says there was an N-gauge exhibition layout at the Chatham show that was in a chain of 10 box files.
Oh, nice.
But that's pretty much.
That's what we want to see when we do a Monday Club one.
Yeah, I've done mine.
Look, I'm sorry. I got a lot of work come through, and I was distracted by really, really nice Warhammer figures.
Yeah, I know you were. Right, so
40,000 of them, in fact.
Play your own trombone for that one. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath reminds me that not Wills, as they're just 00. Sorry, my mistake. Iron Horse Railway says big +1 for Metcalf. My suggestion is to spray the finished kits with a couple of coats of matte lacquer, so when you pop it on a layout, it won't warp.
And
spoil if you...
Yes, good idea.
Yes.
So I'm going to bring up the Metcalf website.
Okay.
Because, well, for two reasons.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
good grief! Don't cover your Metcalf. Don't do that. Don't cover your screen.
We don't like pop-ups. Pop-ups are bad and evil and not
suck. First of all, that is basically what I had in my head for the little box file village I'd like to make.
You talked about having like a coastal village.
Yeah,
that looks
only
wonderful.
The version I have would have a railway running along here. You know, the heritage railway.
If you scroll it up a little bit, then I'm not blocking the view.
I can't scroll that up because Metcalf's thing stays on the top.
Oh.
So what I'm looking for is the specific thing that I'm trying to find, the station.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that it is the one I just told that guy that was wanting to know what it was. They're
all industrial bits. N scale.
N scale kits. Take a look. Okay, here we go. Where's the station?
Well, there's the platforms.
Yep, that's the basic platform, but they have canopies for the platforms and all sorts.
Footbridge. There's stuff, lots of stuff. Whamgok says, so guys, time to go for my tea now. Look after yourselves and I'll see you next week. And Raymond Legg says, the only reason why Hornby did TT120 is because they already do Continental TT under the Arnold name.
That's it, it is. It's the station, there you go.
Right, are we going to have the next video?
We are, but I was wanting to answer the question, make sure I hadn't given out the wrong...
Yeah, that's fine. So, if you want to change the view...
Give me a second, Jen. I am trying my best here.
Growl the Blackwood Engage layout says the station building is a kit-bashed Metcalf station kit. The retaining walls are scale seams, weathered with pastels and sealed with matte varnish.
Brilliant.
And thank you so much for sharing that with us. I always enjoy a virtual visit to your railway. So, who have we got up next?
Richard Swiderski, with a very interesting thing here. So, this, when it comes, Metcalf kits look to be made of a stiff stock. They are. They're actually multiple layers. Yes. This is what I love about them the most. The inside is a thick piece of cardboard. Not cardboard. And on top of that, you then paste the front, which is the printed bit. And it's so good. It makes it so hard. You can actually knock your hand on the side, like bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang.
they are,
on the
because you
castle
build
kit.
up layer after layer, and it does make them incredibly strong.
So what we got here is from Richard Spudersky, who says, "Hi, Jenny, Zoe, and the toaster pair." Zoe, sorry, I didn't. I don't know why. For some reason, I've changed my name to the Eagle from the Masters of the Universe.
What?
A short video for the Monday Clubbers Black 5 hauled backwards by a 47 passing Hertford Station in Cheshire. So this should be interesting.
So it's Hertford Station. We've seen videos that they sent before from here quite a few times. It's a really interesting location.
So, en route from Crewe. I don't know why it's in Scottish.
I see you. See Black 5. Oh, right, well, it hasn't shown us the station before, just like the view from the platform. But it's actually a really good location as long as you don't get bold.
Iron Horse says you could quite easily game over a man with a well-made 00 Metcalf kit.
Yes. Oh, right, so it's running diesel first. Is this...
And it's still steaming. I know why it's steaming. It's so angry that it's not in front.
Well, yeah. So which locomotive is this? I wasn't paying
It's the Black
attention.
5.
Oh, yes, you did say.
Oh, there you
There
go.
we go. Beep, beep. Aha! I beat you to it.
Look at the smoke, though.
Yeah, look at the scenery. It's so realistic.
It is! Jenny finally admitted it looks real.
I just thought I'd say it before you did. Yeah, well, because it is real. Little Britain, big hello to you. Marcus Muggins says clasp station building. Yeah, is that sort of awful 60s, 70s stuff?
Hello to Don Cragen, who says, good morning from San Jose, California.
Jennifer Horton says, just had to rejoin. Blue screen of... That's what we got earlier
We got
on.
that as well.
Funny it was just after an update. Yes! Ditto!
Yeah.
So I think the latest Windows down date is not very good, as usual, but this particular one instigates random crashes.
That was a really nice video. Thank you so much for sending that in. Some of these photos are lovely as well.
They are, absolutely. So, do we have a lot of videos and pictures to get through? So it's always good. I always love this section of the video, and we've had a few weeks where, because of issues, we haven't been able to show all that much. So it's nice to actually take a little bit of time out and show people stuff.
Okay, we've got an interesting one coming up now. I think you're gonna. I think you're gonna like this.
Am I?
I think you're gonna like it a lot. So this is from Don Gitz.
Don Gitz Model Railway.
And he says, I thought this short video of mine would be a good clip to show on the Monday Club. Cat explores a model railway.
Ooh, that's surprisingly careful, but
I'm not sure it's been careful this time.
No.
There's been a bit of an accident.
Yes.
Who is the culprit?
I'm sure there we go.
Very culprit. Hello
and look
there.
at it nonchalantly go like, I'm going to completely ignore you.
Yeah,
It's Kitty Kong.
I didn't do it. You can't prove that I did it. I'm just going to climb all over everything.
It's Kitty Kong. Yeah. And I'm going to show my bottom at you. Oh, they love the little crevices, don't they?
Oh, yes. That's
Yeah.
so cool. Hello there, little cat.
Railway Days says, hello, everyone. A big hello to you. Great to see you. Gandalf, we've got latecomers. Gandalf?
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
That is such a panther-like cat. How
and look,
cool
they always
is that?
look unimpressed, don't they? So thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, Monday Cat on the Monday Club. You can't press the buttons, Jen. It doesn't work.
Okay, give me camera one.
Camera one.
Uh huh.
We got We got it there. There
We'll
it
see
is.
if anybody can spot the TARDIS.
Why would they spot the TARDIS?
Maybe it's visible on that screen.
Maybe.
Who knows?
That was so nice. Iron Horse, we can't read that out.
What's he done?
Dirty, dirty boy.
Oh.
Oh, matron.
That's my go-to gif as well when talking to Iron Horse Railways. Nomad Railway says, "Hi everyone, sorry I'm late."
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. And Gandalf,
Yes?
what would you say about Gronks?
Gronks. Well, they're fantastic. They're the hobbits of model railways.
So if I was to say Gronk it up,
Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Not a cult.
Why would it not be a cult, Gandalf?
For legal and tax purposes.
Absolutely.
Now, I need to go and wander off for some of the halfling leaf. It's good for the puff.
Retro Ramble says, "I've seen cats in Japan playing with model railways." I don't think they so much play with than systematically damage. So, next one up from Mark Wilkes. We've got, "Good evening, Monday Clubbers. Hope you're well. With Blender Carlisle..." Blender? Am I reading that? Blender Carlisle out of action. Shunting duties have been taken over by a new Class 08. The one like the one before it is many decades old, still hard at work under the new Lisa RSS to make room for some new wagons coming in to be serviced. Wagons that are already in the shed need to be relocated to a holding siding ready for a mainline locomotive to take them. So let's follow the shunting team as they move 2 bogie tank wagons and bring in a four-wheel VBA van for repairs."
So, here we go.
Paul Grant, yes, we've already spotted the one on the flat wagon, but
Beep,
there
beep.
is another one. We did check it, didn't we? That it could be seen from the cameras.
I like this layout.
Nobody has
There's a lot
spotted
going
it.
on.
I'm beginning to
Nice
no,
back
it
scene as
should
well,
be
though.
visible. The other TARDIS should be visible.
Oh, what's that, Jen?
Ah, Warbler Productions has spotted it. Is the TARDIS by the signal box? Yes, it is. It has been here for several weeks.
Oh, here we go. What is that locomotive that's in the background? It's very interesting.
Something Japanese, I think.
Oh, of course.
Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Hashtag
Gronk
not a
it
cult for legal you don't do 4 Gronk it ups.
I can do as many gronkings as I like. I'm a gronky gronker.
Otherwise, then we
Who
can't
gronks?
say it's not a cult for legal and tax purposes if you have too many.
The Gronkative cult is not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Your mileage may vary.
Ah, Zantac says, "Yes, I called my original 08 Blender Carlisle. It sounds like a coffee grinder." That sounds like a wee dab of oil might be needed.
This is always a
Apparently,
nice one to look
Iron
at.
Horse Railway says it's a Euro Lecky.
I recognise the Metcalf Castles kit in the background there. With the, it's got a little bit of a watchtower bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an EF210 from Japan.
I said Japanese. Iron Horse Railways, go and hang your head in shame.
A Euro Lecky.
It was not a Euro Lecky. It was a Japanese thingy.
A Japalecky. Sounds like a bit like a Jabberwocky, doesn't it?
Do we have a tumble of clowns in tonight? Oh, there's the straggler. Always the straggler. Richard Guter says that Llangollen Railway had Gronk driving lessons for a £5 at the weekend.
Why didn't you tell me? Why did no one inform me?
Oh,
Here comes the...
do we have anybody in who's like high up in East Lancs Railway? Because that's fairly close. I can bring the cupboard monkey over and then drop her off and run off very quickly if you want to.
Oh my goodness.
Want to amuse her
the
for the
things
day.
you've been watching.
Will you look get what?
Wakefield's Saturday night. Saturday night.
That's what YouTube
Saturday
is trying.
night
No,
and
stop
they
it!
like the way you
Stop
move.
it! I don't want that stuck in my head. Where's my Prada? Oh, you've got my Prada. Give me my Prada back.
Saturday gronk and I like the way you shunt. Gronky gronk gronk.
I haven't got a Prada. Where's my Prada? Oh, I didn't see it there. Oh, give me my Prada back. Give me my finger. Give me my finger.
Why would I do that? You haven't said please.
Please.
Olay.
No!
Olay!
No!
Olay!
No! Retro Ramble says, I always find foreign trains to be quite boring.
Olay!
The English...
Olay! Olay! Oh no!
Oh, yeah, now you can taste your medicine, and your medicine is
I have
bitter.
tasted my medicine and it is bitter. Ah! Stop making my belly wobble like a bowl full of jelly.
Oh, don't forget, by the way, to hit that like button. If you like this dross, then do hit the like button.
Why would anyone
And if you want to
like
warn
this?
people off, then do hit the share button as well. Hey, these two are complete and utter muppets. And if you haven't already done so, then do subscribe to the channel. And you'll be the first to know about new videos as and when they go up. You can also check out our full and comprehensive back catalogue. There is so much to see here on the original magazine-style YouTube channel for model railways. So don't accept any substitute because you can get it here. Right.
Okay, so what we've got here is a very
Good night,
interesting one.
Christoph.
Thanks for coming along. Have a great night.
Ben Tullett says, what happens if you pull the finger? I don't know. Let's... Gandalf, would you pull my finger? Turns out there's a clown hidden in it.
So next up we've got a very interesting video, and this one's from Let's Make Tracks, who says, I've never seen anyone with more integrity or dedication than the pair of you. The rest is well deserved. Oh, this is when we were having a
Flattery
bit of
will
time
get
off.
you everywhere.
Thank you. We try. But this video is from Hornby events last Friday, the 19th of July, at Margate, celebrating 70 years.
Yes.
So,
Even though we did the Hornby Centenary, it's 70 years anniversary of being at Margate.
yes.
It's all very complex. There's lots of anniversaries, but yeah.
So this is a very interesting thing he's got here.
Joe Smith says 210 are watching, only 32 likes. But as Warbler Productions points out, 103 likes. It doesn't update the likes unless you refresh. So that's merely the number of likes when you join. Raymond Legs, says Portuguese Railways bought the fluted side German experimental coaches.
This looks
And
wonderful.
put Iberian gauge wheel sets on them. Aha. Oh, I like the roller coaster.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Imagine if that was magnetised the same way that some of the roads can be. That'd be so cool.
Why is there subtitles?
Because I put the subtitles on.
Because nobody can see them.
I know, I've turned them off now. So this is a
it's
very
Martin
interesting.
Weaver.
Yeah, at least he was
we
doing
met
a.
him. Yeah.
He was doing a talk.
And Model U were there.
Yes, and apparently, you. Oh my goodness! Did you see the guy wearing the Turtles outfit? That was so cool. Apparently, you can get if you've got a Model U scan, you can get put on some layout that Hornby's got.
Oh,
So,
what? How do you do that? Do you
I
just
don't know.
Do you just say yes? You may put me on there, or
Don't know.
Model U. If
We'll
you're
look
watching,
into it.
You feel free, but you're absolutely welcome to send them a colour print of me and the Cupboard Monkey to put in the layout if you want.
Yeah, I'll be filming Jen as she shovels whatever she's shoveling.
Shoveling poo. I like the idea of having two of me, one in a hole and one out of the hole, and they're just basically one shovels the soil out whilst the other shovels it back in.
So I'm going to scroll through this a bit because there's a lot going on. Oh my goodness.
Are these like...
These are TT120 news. If I just jump across a little bit, have a look at what comes up in the bottom left.
Have they got... Oh,
Now, I'm going to move you on the screen so that everyone else can see this as well.
Because that looks like LGB.
Yes, it does.
That...
But this is TT120 News.
Okay.
So,
if you put the subtitles on, we can work out what's going on.
I am trying to get them. I'm trying to find this thing here. It's quite difficult at times.
Okay.
Right, so there. And I'm just going to jump this on a little bit. What is that?
I think it's asking about whether they would like get licensing for TT120 Thomas the Tank Engine.
That would be nice, yeah.
Right, Sarah Davis says, got an early start tomorrow. New job, is going to have to pop to the shower before bed. Night all. You take care. Good night. And don't forget to hit the like button and share and all that good stuff before you go. You take care.
Take care.
I think this is a Q&A session.
It is.
So...
I was hoping to... Ah. Ooh, they look very nice, don't they?
Now, the problem is, we can't play the audio.
Yeah.
So this is potentially quite...
Oh! This continued. New versions coming soon.
Oh!
Now that's interesting.
That suggests they've sold out. So when it says new versions, I suspect different liveries. So actually, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that's been really successful that we're talking about. So in TT, one of the things about TT is that space the amount you can fit on, make realistic trains, have realistic... I think the subtitles are abbreviated.
Very cool, though.
Yeah,
Very,
right.
very interesting.
Anywho...
So thank you so much, Let's Make Tracks, because that... That's fascinating. I'll put the
Ivo
link in.
Van big hello to you. Great to see you. Raymond Legs, behave yourself.
Those one-to-one scale figures are very realistically animated. They certainly are.
Funny that. It's almost like they've got a human being inside them.
My God. Someone put a human being inside a one-to-one scale human being?
Yeah, they basically just put clothes over the top and hope nobody would notice.
I put clothes on and hope no one notices every single day. So I've got a few more videos to come. I'm pressing buttons and sometimes it works. My goodness.
Hit the lever!
So we've got a running session here from Hanning's Rest. Yep, no message to go with it. So let's see. Trains running and me waffling on. Well, we'll see how this goes. So if I press on the buttons, it's...
Hit the lever!
Kick the buttock.
You do that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, nice monochrome. Gives it monochrome with model railways gives this real interesting feel to it, doesn't it?
37 on a TTA tank train.
Iron Horse Railway says a lot of wargaming community people will happily cut heads and arms off models. I am so glad you put models on the end of that, because when I read it first time, it said, we'll happily cut heads and arms off. Like, what? What?
Have large set of scissors, will travel.
Yeah, they'll swap about stuff to make customised ones. Yeah, absolutely they will.
You never done that? You could reposition arms and
Kit
stuff.
bashing. I tend not to, because I want a proper version of my stuff. I'm going to jump this on a little bit. The black and white just looks so good. I like this a lot. TARDIS.
What?
TARDIS. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oops. Where's the Jenny cam? I'm going to put the Jenny cam back where it normally is. Beep beep. What's my most recent purchase? And what's yours? For you, you've been off locomotives for a little bit, haven't you?
My most recent purchase is an A4 that hasn't arrived here yet.
Oh, of course, yeah, you bought it the other day.
I bought Golden Plover, not Golden Plover, a Golden Eagle in BR Green, and it's a renumbered and renamed Hornby Super Detail model. I believe it started out as a Golden Plover. but it's been expertly renamed and renumbered to Golden Eagle 60023. Shaky Hands Shed Model Railway says hi all from the Civil War era.
For those who are wondering, I am deleting references to a certain other channel. I don't normally do this, but that particular channel I have serious concerns over. So I'm not gonna go into it until we can prove things. But I'm leaving it there.
Can I read what they said? And the other one?
Same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into detail until we can prove it, but we're leaving them well and truly alone at the moment, guys. Sorry.
This is nice.
No judgment on any of you. No
I like the. Let's move on. I like the water tower there in that shot.
Yeah.
And it's a class 22.
It really adds something to it, because especially with the Steam ones, it really feels like it's in the right era.
K3, I think that other locomotive was. And again, we've got the Metcalfe terraced houses, and I suspect is that a Super Quick or a Metcalfe platform? I'm not entirely sure.
I genuinely couldn't tell you.
Oh wow, Worthington Model Railways has just placed an order with rails over $1,000.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot. And yeah, Ben Tuller, absolutely. The old Hornby 00 footbridge still looks great.
Yeah. 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 Raymond Legs has a good idea there. Just pretend that the receipt's wrong. You've only spent 10.
Yeah, or just warm up the appropriate part of the receipt so that the price is it just completely blacks it out.
You would do that as well.
Yeah, if you hold it over a soldering iron, just very, very carefully, because you don't want to set fire to it, but you can actually make the price unreadable.
So thank you so much, Hanning's Rest, for sending that in. That was fantastic.
Wow, Worthington Model Railway says postage to the US was over $80.
Yeah, that sounds bad. To be fair, sending a book to America costs $40. So it's ridiculous.
International postage is surprisingly expensive.
Yeah. Ivo Van Zon says, any Continental layouts in the lineup today? I don't know.
Honestly, we don't know.
We do have one interesting one here from Henry Van Wyck. I think that's what his name is, how you pronounce it. I'm terrible with names. So, yeah.
And actually, yeah, Leslie Gilpin Railways, SDJR 7F88 modelling is incredible. He used to pop in from time to time, but I know he's very, very busy. He works for Railway Modeller these days. But yeah, the quality of his modelling is incredible.
Oh my goodness, shaky hands, you got the new Skaven type box set from Warhammer at Games Workshop. Yeah, I really want it, but I can't justify it. Because basically we've had a lot of expensive stuff. But Henry sent in a message saying, hello Jenny and Zoe. Hello. I've not sent in a video in ages. The reason being that after being unemployed for about 10 months, I have not found full-time employment again. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm really sorry, man. This significantly cuts down on my modelling time. I did, however, shoot 2 videos recently, running all my Lemur equipment. Excellent. Some has been heavily modified to represent specific South African Railways prototypes. Okay, after some of these modifications, similar models from other manufacturers become commercially available. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We're going to have a look at some Lemur models. Here we go. I always love this.
Yeah, and Worthington Model Railways. I know the reason that Hatton's always seemed cheaper on postage. It's because they never updated their postage rates, and by the end, they were losing money on overseas postage because they'd never put it up.
That does not surprise me.
We were actually told that by former employees.
Yeah.
They just never revised their postage rates.
Oh my goodness, this model is so good.
I do love this because it's like multi-level. And they're quite narrow. They're almost like on shelves.
This is... Oh. I wonder what he's using for making those rocks. I wonder if it's foam or plaster.
I would guess that there's plaster.
I would be worried if I was that person who's climbing those rocks right next to that railway line.
Yeah. Because the plaster...
Actually, there's two people there.
Yeah. I think I've got the same figures over there behind you. I've got rock climbers.
Yeah, you have.
But I
This is
suspect
really
it's
nice.
plaster of some kind because plaster is really easy to get some great rock effects with watercolour paints because it kind of soaks in and
Yes.
goes nice and muted. The Growler Blackwood engaged there. It says, Jenny, have you finished those biscuits yet?
There's an entire other row.
We're about halfway through, but yes. Zoe, take
look.
these and put them out of my grass.
In a minute. Look at that. Multiple levels.
I like that steam locomotive.
These are really cool.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love the weather in the background. It makes it look like a nice day.
It does rather.
The waterkloof line. I think that's how you say it. I'm terrible with pronunciations. This is
Yeah, 'cause
really
it's
nice.
Afrikaans, so essentially I think it would be Dutch pronunciation would be
I
my
wouldn't
guessing.
even know where to start.
But I
with
don't know
Dutch.
Dutch pronunciation.
So
Uh,
even though it's multiple levels in
love that
terms of
locomotive.
shelving, it's also multiple levels on that shelf.
Yes.
This is so good.
Mm.
I really like this. It's always a pleasure when we get to see something outside of the UK.
And
little
I,
bit of
I always,
difference, you know?
again, I always enjoy our visits to this layout.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, Peter Jackson, absolutely right, saying great layout. Growler in Blackwood Engage says, good looking rock face. It really is. There's a lot of
Absolutely, yeah.
character to that.
Mm. Oh.
Did I blink? What happened? No.
Yeah. I like the little waterfall as well.
Yes, it's really well done.
Mm.
They're
Oh, a
very
steeple cam.
They're very interesting models.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of people seem to give Lima some stick these days,
well,
but what I'm seeing here is perfectly fine. They look
but no,
good.
thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah,
with us.
absolutely.
Always appreciate. the
Thank you
visits.
so much.
156 Andrew Shortbread Express says amazing layout.
It
Absolutely.
really is.
And DJK 666 says I was lucky enough to get my power cab brought over from the USA last week. I'm a very happy bunny at the moment. Yeah, the NCE power cabs do enjoy these.
So we've got some photos this time from Let's Make Tracks to
Oh,
to
from
show.
the Q&A with Martin.
Yeah, apparently because of the technical issues with the audio line on his video, he sent in some images as well. I like
okay.
that, the little Wonderworks and the Honda. This is so good.
I
really
love
did
that.
fancy getting one of those.
What make is that roller coaster? Because I
don't
love
know.
it. I really want one.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could get one. Hornby, hint hint.
Ivor Van Zon says, looks like most of the Lima SAR catalogue was present there. James Pett
This is
says,
so
Lima
good.
were good in their day. Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah.
But their day was a long time ago.
I get that, yeah.
Going to the Dog says, great looking layout. And New Model Row says, Back to the Future moment. Mark Wilson, our waxer of the DeLorean, says, fantastic layout.
Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
sending these in.
We saw that scanning booth actually when we were at the Key Model World Live. That's where you got
I
scanned.
got scanned in it. It takes 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. The
So-
way they do the scans these days is amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So,
So, who have we got up next? This is from the Chatham show. From Simon Poole says, good evening, Jenny, Zoe, Gandalf, Tumble of Clowns, Topsy and Gronksy Toasters. Les in the modelling dungeon. Now,
by the way,
now,
what do they do in the model? What do they model in that dungeon?
there's a
We
lot of
can't
jab light
tell you.
getting. There's a lot of jab light getting whittled.
The cult of Gronks and everyone else in the chat.
And everyone else who knows me.
For legal and tax purposes, your mileage may vary.
That's like when people do their 30-second of dedications and mentions at the end of Popmaster. And anyone else who knows me.
So we're going to have a look at the Chatham show here. This is from Simon Poole.
So there is a bit of talkiness
Yep.
in the beginning.
Went to the historic dockyard in Chatham for the Chatham show.
I haven't been there
Interesting.
for many, many decades. I went there once, I'm sure of it, but a very long time ago.
So, this is Simon Trains Model Railways. We're going to jump in. Where's my button? There it is. Beep beep.
An awful lot of Shepherd Neame beer wagons there, good to see. And they did do a number of
This
special
looks nice.
commissions in back. They did at least 2 Bachmann ones, of which I've got one. The Shepherd Neame breweries. That is a class 411, I'm going to say. And you can tell that if it was a 410, it would have a
Ebsworth
buffet.
Street double O gauge.
So class 37 there. And some interesting techniques there for getting the track neatly across the baseboard joints.
69. Nice.
Valley's 56XX reminds us, hashtag not a cult. And Raymond Legg
This
says,
is really
I've been
good.
told I have a rock face.
Well,
And Jennifer Horton says, I was last there in 1993, far too long ago.
oh my goodness, this looks real.
Oh, EM gauge, which is 4mm, but with a track much more prototypically correct. Dinmore Junction Model Railway says, I'm considering removing my model railway collection from my home insurance to a company that specialises in model railway insurance. Any ideas as to which company should I ask to quote from? Which was the one that sponsored with us for a while? Was it Magnet?
Yeah, Magnet Insurance.
Magnet Insurance do
Why do you have to
special.
ask me?
'Cause
What's
I
wrong
couldn't
with
remember.
Your brain? Your brain has fallen
Yeah,
out.
my brain fell out and it's
But
kind of
yeah,
smushed
Magnet
into the
Insurance. They do a lot of the events these days as well. I've noticed.
Yeah.
They're,
Oh,
they're
look
worth
at that.
asking a quote from. Has anyone else got any more in the chat? Let us know.
I like that.
This
There's
is really well done.
a
Yeah.
train of sealed vinyl roofs. Oh. Never ever go through the Knowsley Safari Park monkey enclosure
I'm gonna
with
jump
a
on
car
bit.
with a vinyl roof.
Hom gas. What's hom gas?
I don't know. It's like
Ooh. I like that.
Mm.
I very much like that locomotive. That is very, very nice. I
Yes,
like
you
it.
do.
Oh yes.
I do like the US railroads.
Yeah, the American ones have a little something to them, you know?
They do, yes.
It's like I was sent to that woman at home when we were visiting.
Cortinas, says Valley's 56XX. Funnily enough, I believe it was a Ford Cortina that was in front of us in the monkey enclosure at Knowsley Safari Park. And man, it was like they knew the little
Oh, look at that incline.
ruffians.
Wow.
They made a beeline for that car and ripped the roof to shreds.
It's almost like they
Yeah.
remember things.
And I seem to recall my father couldn't stop laughing. Worthington Model Railway says NMRA provides model rail insurance through a third party in the US. Just paid my premium.
Nice. So,
And the Growler Blackwood Engage layout says I'm insured with he's put
Magnet.
Magnet
I think-
insurance
yeah.
for Blackwood Engage layout.
they
And
do seem good.
James Pett says I know the person who built this layout.
Excellent.
Oh, that was the LMS.
These are really nice.
Oh, that's a thumb. No, it's not a thumper. Or is it? No,
Was
it's
it
not
Bambi?
a thumper. That's I don't know what that was.
I've just realised the way that we've got this set up. When you look over at that screen, it looks like you're watching the video that's on screen.
Oh yeah. Yes. I like what they've done there.
That is a really nice layout. They've got it nicely stacked so that there's visual interest at every point.
That's an interesting locomotive. Does anybody know what that was?
Ooh.
I'm not asking you. I know you don't.
Ooh.
This is a Irish.
I like the look of that locomotive. It was interesting.
So effectively, this is TT3, I'm guessing.
Joshua W56 says it looks like a metro. Jenny, see that predictive text malarkey, says the Growler. Yeah,
Yes. I predict gobbledygook.
yes.
This is not. I think we may have seen this layout at a show. I'm sure I've seen it before, and it's always really nice to see. Because the Irish stuff, it has a slight air of what you would expect from a UK railway, but it's different.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, I find it really quite pleasing. So that's a class 25. They looked a bit like bullied coaches rather than Mark 1s. So that's a Bachmann 25, I think. Yeah, Bachmann 25 because the rear lights are on. That might have been a Mark 1, but that looks like a bullied coach.
Peter Jackson says it could have been a Donegal. Not many layouts had the electric rails. That is true, yes. That is very true.
Gronk it up!
Gronk it up! Gronk it up!
Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes.
Thank you, Topsy.
Always nice to get a gronk in.
Yeah. We'll move on once more because we still have a few more to go. Ooh.
Oh, that's the flying banana, isn't it? The Network Rail measurement train.
Banana.
Yeah, the flying banana.
Madenstein Railway says that might have been Underground Eric's Railway.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
That's an interesting greeny blue on the glass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right. This is N-gauge, I think.
You know what? I don't know why, but that just made me think, does anyone make a layout based on Coronation Street? Because if I remember, there is a railway.
Oh, that bridge at the end of the street has been all sorts. They now use it as if it's a Metrolink tram, but I think originally there was just they never railways and Coronation Street.
Dongit says this one's the box files. Oh, that is very cool.
So some great ideas here for anybody doing the Monday Club box. Oh, crashed! Somebody says it's crashed. We're still going, aren't we?
As far as I'm aware, yes. Anything could happen in the
lever.
next half hour.
Oh, you're making it chug now.
Yeah, but I've got to go and check on the status. There's nothing I can do. If someone says that we're not live, we've got to check.
This is a nice docks layout, a wartime docks layout. Is this all going to get very meta now?
No, they're not going to see it. I am checking whether we're still live. That's all I'm doing.
I do like the inset track there. I'm sure you could do it on the phone.
Okay, fine, I'll do it on the phone. Even though I've got everything up now. So.
Oh,
right.
so
yes, I know. We're dropping back now. We're dropping back to the main thing.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
There we are. Oh,
yeah,
O-gauge.
Yeah, they can't see it anymore.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. So, brief rotating circle, but we're back. Yeah, apparently there was a brief rotating circle.
When people say there's a problem, I've got to check. This is how
Jennifer Horton says, dodgy line, there was a train crash on the Coronation Street Bridge in the 1960s, and also a tram crash more recently.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, because there's a line there, people could actually do a model.
Yeah, you could do.
Remember what my sister sent a photo of on Facebook? Someone had modelled one of the small towns on the Discworld from the book Making Steam, where they invent the locomotive on Discworld.
Right, yeah. And Retro Rambles, we know about the sound going in and out.
There's nothing I could do about it.
I'm not sure what's causing that. But
we're having a lot of technical issues tonight. I'm a little bit on...
upgraded itself, and we think that because that's nuked the Stream Deck, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah. Although, weirdly, Ops is now running faster and better from our point of view.
Just won't let us use the Stream Deck.
Yeah. Well, we're getting by. Right, we've got a couple more. So, here's one from Wobbler Productions. Cool. Good evening, ladies, toasters, and all in chat.
Good evening. Ooh.
This is a video of the currently most recent Steam move through Atherstone Station. Happens on the 17th of July, featuring the regular Black 5 as it made a move from Steamtown Carnforth to Southall WCR with just its support coach in tow. Okay, also features a couple of clips of modern stock. Let's have a look. Beep beep.
Ooh. Which train did he say this was?
The Black Five.
Oh, I wonder if this is the same Black 5 we saw in the other video.
Perhaps.
Ah.
So let's press the button and find out.
Hit the
The
lever.
Corrie set is a 1-to-1 layout that sometimes doesn't look very real.
One of the things that always struck me, I can remember that the houses opposite the terraced houses
Whoa.
were slightly smaller for some reason, so they looked a little bit peculiar when
They
you
were
stood
slightly
next-
smaller because it worked out better on the video when they were filming. I remember having that explained to me. It's the same reason why if you went there, the place looked filthy. All the windows looked like they hadn't been washed in ages, and that was to stop the shine to make it look real.
Yeah, they actually paint it with something that dulls everything down. But the houses themselves, there just wasn't really anything in them.
Yeah.
Now, I've not been to the new Salford sets, so I
Neither
don't
have
know.
I. Funnily enough, I've been to Media City many times, thanks to getting invites from Radio 5. But I've never been to the Coronation Street set. I have, however, seen the TARDIS. That was really cool.
Oh, it
So here
keeps
we
going.
go with another
But,
one.
one of the interesting things about the original Coronation Street set is that the road at the end, it went down to a T-junction. There's actually tram rails in that road. And
I don't remember seeing that.
well, you'd have never seen it on the show because they didn't film that far down. But it actually had tram rails still embedded in the road. And I think that's a legacy, that row of houses were real houses that were moved there. Everything was. And I think it was from when they were doing slum clearances and building tower blocks.
Yeah.
Granada Studios effectively bought a street of houses and had them moved to Key Street to form the set of Coronation Street. They got their money's worth out of
The
it.
road at the end was used as Baker Street for Sherlock Holmes.
Ah,
Wow.
I remember them filming Baker Street and Sherlock Holmes and stuff that are there.
I tried to get a box set of Sherlock Holmes, the ITV series, and every single copy I could find second-hand was in such poor condition. I was like,
Yeah.
no, just wait.
No.
I don't want it that much.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Thank you, Wobbler.
Thank you so much for that. Do we have many more?
Nope, not at all.
So we're getting through them.
Yeah,
People not send in as many as they used to.
they do, but it's been a while and we've gone through a lot because I started a lot earlier. So now we have from PVA Jacob Allen,
Always a pleasure.
a train running video.
And also,
our
don't
exhibition.
forget, people, hit that like button if you've not already done so. Consider sharing the stream. Get us out there on social media. And if you've not already subscribed, then it's a great help to the channel. Get subscribed so we can get up there and get the 100,000
Jenny
plaque.
really wants the
I
plaque.
really want the plaque. We're coming up on a quarter of the way there. It's going much too slow. Get all of your friends to subscribe. Friends, family. You know, even if you've got access to like 50,000 bot accounts, then yeah. Well,
No,
oh no. Apparently that's frowned upon.
it is. It's dodgy. We do not buy likes or subscribers. That's the way to get slapped.
Oh, I love a Q1.
This is really nice.
And what I love about this layout, and a Dutch liveried Toad Breakman. I'm not
Interesting.
sure them.
So there we are.
But I love this layout for its interesting and unusual levels. So you've got trains
Yeah.
going over and under. It's got a real emphasis on vertical interest, and I like that.
Evan Turry, if you sent in some links and we haven't shown them, then chances are they didn't arrive, I'm sorry to say.
Peter Jackson, he says even Charlie isn't up to 100k yet.
I
I know, but
Jen
we can
can
but dream.
A girl can dream.
Yeah.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your subs.
Yeah, thank you, Retro Rambles. Oh, A4. I do like an A4. I mean, they do look good in the Garter Blue. I do have Kingfisher in Garter Blue, but my favourite is still the BR liveries. And I love the Ferodo brake pad advert on the bridge.
Yeah.
I remember they used to be everywhere.
Frodo Baggins.
And then I remember
That is going at some
bridge
pace, isn't it?
The bridge at Alden Monks, which I still think they should never have been allowed to have demolished, always had.
Oh, that's a nice angle.
That had. I think that was. Was it tubular? An advert for something tubular bandages.
Huh.
It's like totally tubular, man. And I always thought that they shouldn't have been allowed to remove that route. When they converted it to Metrolink, they destroyed that bridge and made the Metrolink cross the road on the level. What was that about?
I'm going to jump past the bit where they're talking, because, of course, we can't show the sound.
Yeah. Oh, M7 in LSWR green.
But I recommend that you go back and have a look at the video later on, because we have put it into the chat. This is really nice.
Now, the M7 in the green livery, I think they've done 2 different London and South Western Railway liveries, because there's a sage green, and I'm sure the green that I've got is slightly different to the one shown. I'm sure they've done 2 slightly different liveries of the M7 in London and South Western Railway. And that's I'm going to say that's an S15, or it might be an N15. I can't tell them apart, you know. But yeah, look, the different levels, the tunnels and bridges.
Could we have that repeated? There are some locomotives that you can't tell apart.
Yeah.
I thought you were Jenny Kirk, the locomotive knower.
What, the complete anorak?
Knower of locos.
The anorak.
I didn't say anorak, I said knower of locos.
I love this with all the tunnels and stuff.
This is a really, really fun layout.
Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says, when I was filming at Granada, I saw Ernie Bishop, Ray Langton, and a few more back in 1976. I'll be honest, they're all names that don't mean anything to me, but... James Petts says the S15 has smaller wheels than the N15. Now you know. So a bit like the difference between a J71 and a J72. I believe outwardly they look exactly the same, other than the different diameter wheels. Which is why it's unforgivable that Bachmann didn't take that into account when they retooled their J72. I was very upset that they didn't also make allowances to produce J71s.
Thank you so much for sending that in, BVA J. Cloth Allen.
Always thoroughly enjoy our trips there.
So here's... Yes, this is what I was going to talk about earlier on. The livery based on Ankh-Morpork. The book Raising Steam is about the birth of the railways, but on Discworld, with magic and the spirit that inhabits steam and all of this. There's this brilliant bit near the end of the book where Lord Vetinari has to get himself and his vampire lady friend back to her country to prevent a political uprising and a lot of damage. But the railway's not finished.
Sorry.
Go on.
Wonderful comments coming in. Peter Jackson Cheatham, he said, basically, I'm too young. I guess that. But Dr. Deborah Catherine Stevenson-Jones says, knower of locos. She's got at least 2 of everything.
Well, I was saying knower with a K, but yeah, go on then.
I'm sure there's a clown with a trombone. Actually, no, it's not. No, it's the rim shot, isn't it? It's like.
So yeah,
I'm here all night.
Whether you want it to be or not. So yeah, this. Go on.
Rob says, "Hello, Jenny. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm late."
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf and Alan Reynolds at Buckland Junction. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. You were trying to say something.
Sorry.
You're getting tired.
There's this bit near the end of the book where they've got to get to the place, but the bridge isn't built. Part of the railway isn't there, and it's a bridge crossing a chasm. All the rest is there. But because of the steepness of this chasm, there's no bridge yet. And they get golems to hold up the track.
Values 56XX says it was actually Reese and Low King, actually queen of the dwarfs in Raising Steam.
That was it. Yes, there was Troll, and they were going to get back at. I thought it's not the vampire lady. She's in a different book. Yeah, she's in the book with the Dawn of Football. Yes, now I remember. So yes, they've got to get the Low King back to the dwarfs.
Mm-hmm.
So they get golems to hold up the track. Now you can get pretty good 3D printed golems. Imagine this. You build a model and it's got a deep ravine. And normally you would put like a trellis thing going up to the bridge, Western style. But instead of that, you just have stacks of golems holding each other. And then one at the top holding up the railway. Imagine how cool would that have been? I think that would have been amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Bella Viaduct, but made of golems.
Yeah, that would be so cool. I really now I've been thinking about it, want to make this model railway.
Railway Days asks Jenny, have you got enough diesels to have a diesel gala stroke diesel day on your layout?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got so many diesels, they won't all fit on the layout.
She's got
at the same
diesels
time.
for days.
Richard Swiderski says Jenny winding up the gramophone. And Richard Knowles says, good evening, folks. Sorry I've been late.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Why are you prodding me?
Because I got my secret angle for prodding.
What's that blue load on the flat wagon being hauled by a diesel on your layout? Asks new model railway.
And you have kind of blundered upon discovering the TARDIS.
Is that where it is?
I moved it. I moved it.
The TARDIS is in the flat wagon.
Yes,
right.
it is. Yes.
Okay.
So there we go.
So we have a couple of videos left. They're actually from people who've already sent stuff in.
Okay, well let's get
through. We're going to have a few more. So this one is from
Zantec.
Yes, from Zantec.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can bring it up. Bring it up, not throw it up. But we could have had Gronk it up. So this one is from Zantec, yes, and he says, good evening, Zoe, Jenny, and the Monday Clubbers.
Hello.
It was at the St. John's Model Railway Show. In a school with all its rooms laid around a circular corridor with the main lobby in the centre. That's a bit weird. So the school's a circle. If you run around it enough, you get dizzy.
Can I just say, actually, I've just realised I do have the press release from Pico. So, TT120, 9 products join Pico's TT120 stable.
Okay.
Pico has just revealed a new range of GWR lower quadrant signal kits for TT120. These non-working plastic kits include pre-painted semaphore arms, an etched metal ladder, and separate coloured spectacles for the signal arms. So actually they're much better than the 00 gauge version that's been on the market for quite a while. Home starter variants can be created, or both a home and distance signal on one post.
Right.
We've also got, also announced today, Pico's new range of set track for TT120 promises half, standard and double curve and straights for the scale.
Nice.
A simple way to expand your layout. So there you go.
That sounds brilliant. Are there any photos?
There were, but I...
Because you could hold them up to the screen.
Give me a moment, just bringing stuff back
I understand. I'm not trying to rush today.
Hit the lever. Right, so I've got photographs of the signals.
Actually, they look pretty damn good.
They do. So there we go. There's the
Yeah.
signals. And the set track. There we go.
Looks nice, yeah.
So there we go. I did get the press release.
You got there in the end, and that's what counts.
Yeah. TARDIS is gone, says Richard Swiderski.
Yeah, the Doctor moves.
Yeah, he does move. But the added weight of the TARDISes has proven to be just slightly too much for the train they were put in.
So this one's from Xantec. This is the model railway show at the school with apparently some very tiny thingamajigs layouts. This is a very nice one. Alsager Model Railway Club, or Alsager.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Alsager. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
This is really nice.
We should know. There's people we know from university moved.
Oh,
into
like
that
I
area.
know. Just because someone moved there doesn't mean I'm going to automatically know how to pronounce it. The TT120 range is expanding nicely. It really is.
Absolutely, Fly My Chairman one.
Despite the naysayers who all go around going, nay,
Nay, forsooth. So, nice
This is
layout.
really nice. It's huge as well.
Oh, look, the old stagecoach livery there, or as they were around here, Ribble buses. I think Ribble was bought out by Stagecoach, so it had Stagecoach livery, but we just knew them as Ribble buses. I like the pond.
Or it could just be a nickname, because I remember up in the northeast,
No, they had Ribble buses written on them.
we all had buses that we called the Blenky. But it wasn't called Blenky, they were TMS.
Yeah, but that might have been the previous company.
Yeah, but we also called TMS Tom's Mucky Shirt.
Yeah, I like the Class 14, by the way. Big fan of Class 14s. It's a nice layout, actually. Now, this
That
is
is a
LGB.
hell of a
This-
layout.
Actually, no, it's not LGB. I thought it was, but
Oh,
yeah.
16.5.
Ah, but with the question mark, I don't think they're quite certain. It actually,
Very
it does
interesting.
look like it might be 016.5, or possibly Gauge 1 16.5.
This is very interesting. They've got a bit of
So,
size to
Tanner
them, haven't they?
From. Yeah. I actually think this could be Gauge 1, but running on 00 track. I don't know. Leslie Gilpin Railway says Ribble buses were from Preston but up to Carlisle. Had shop at Bins on the back.
I like this.
Bins was like one of these department stores, not
Yeah,
as in
they're not suggesting a route around in
go
someone's
round the
rubbish.
back, shop at the bins. That's all you're good for, 'cause you're scum. Go on, rattle the bins.
Hey, it's good eating in some of them bins.
Oh.
Jump the sun a bit.
Oh, that's horrible. Just you
Jump
to
the sun a
take
bit.
it too far.
Oh, this is very cool. Look how
Nice.
long that street is.
Yeah,
gives you a
nice
proper
use
sense of scale.
I think they're the Scenecraft buildings, but they've got like a low relief version.
I like the
really,
texture
really
on
good
that.
for making back scenes.
Whoever made that station, that was very good.
Yeah,
Proper
nice.
texture.
I like that. Northeastern Railway footbridge, but the blue lamps, would that be Scottish region?
Don't know, this says
So I suppose-
Bradley Station.
So that could be on the route up to and around Berwick. I don't know, I'm just trying to be clever and it doesn't suit me.
But you see what I mean? The texturing on it, it's nice.
Yeah, it's come together really nice.
Ooh.
Oh, I do love narrow gauge. Again,
There's a lot of character to it.
it's either 009 or 016.5.
Take care, Martin. Thanks for coming along.
No
Have a
worries,
great
take
night.
care. It's been great having your company. And of course, don't forget everybody, if you haven't already done so, do hit that like button, share the stream on social media, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. It has come to
There's
my
a lot of good
attention.
character
Some of
there.
you guys are not subscribing, so make sure you do.
Like that tickle button.
Peter Jackson Cheadle here says it does look a bit Scottish style.
Okay, what is this?
Oh, that's a Class 68. The previous
No,
locomotive
this.
was the Quarry Hunslet.
Z gauge. Oh my goodness.
Oh, beep. Oh, right, that is...
That is such...
So that's
coolness.
Z gauge, which is like the next one down from N gauge.
Oh my goodness, I like it. There's
I
no
ca-
way
I
in
can't
Hull
remember.
that I could paint in it.
Yeah, because N gauge is 9mm track. I have a feeling Z gauge is something like 6.5 or 7mm
Oh
track.
my goodness.
This appears to be almost like a series of not quite box files, but joined up layouts in like different boxes.
Very cool.
Oh, I love the multi-level thing going on.
Yeah. Z-Gage was in a guitar case.
Boom!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there it is.
There, yeah, so that then you suddenly realise just how small that is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, gosh, that is small.
This is amazing. Madden Steam Railway says, I shall be showing my layout at Lowood Museum on the 14th of August. And also at the Hoddleston Model and Railway Club in Broxburn Mill in Broxburn on the 25th of August.
Cool.
Excellent. I hope you enjoy it.
Look at the size on that.
That is so cool.
That is really cool. I love that, and it's got the little canal in the middle.
Yeah.
That's actually a really great idea. I love that. It's
That
just
is
so neat and neat.
Has the
but
video
so,
paused?
I don't know.
No, it's a photo, isn't it? Yeah.
It's so neat and yet so detailed. Ah,
Oh.
another narrow gauge one. That looks to be 009. I do love 009.
Very cool. I like N-Gage. I'm sorry, guys. N-Gage is the best.
Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says, saw a Z-Gage layout at Leyland on Saturday. There are two guys that mainly do exhibitions with Z-Gage layouts. Kevin Smith is one of them. So, really
How does
impressed.
he have time when he's making films?
This is Smalldale N-Gage.
Small Dale, I like it.
It just shows you, I mean, you get really great effects with N-Gage.
We
Look
really
at that.
can,
That is
yeah.
really nice. And you'd also get a lot in the space.
Take care, Caroline. Thanks for coming along. Have a great night.
Absolutely. Railway Days says, anyone ever seen the Bristol Barton Hill layout in N-Gage? And Shaky Hand Shed Model Railway says, there was an amazing Z-Gage American layout at Leyland Exhibition. I have it in my latest video.
Thank you so much for sending that in. That was brilliant.
Nick Garolimo, yeah, T-Gauge is good for getting it a lot in a small space, but
Yes.
you have to have blooming good eyesight.
Yes.
And not hugely well supported by Ready to Run now. Growler Blackwood Engage Layout says gold for Britain and Ireland in the 800 metres.
I didn't know that the country could move that quickly. Was there a pie at the end of the track?
And oh, Raymond Legs, I see what you did there. That railway rocks with the guitar.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Both TARDISes by the biplanes, says Ham Shackleton. Xantec spotted the TARDIS. Donget's Model Railway, TARDIS in the cutting.
yep.
Warbler Productions, of course, watching us on his 800 inches of plasma as he pours over it. Where's
With
the
a magnifying
TARDIS?
glass, looking for the TARDIS.
Where's the TARDIS? There they are. I'd win the gold in the 800 metre downwards race once, as Valley's 56XX. To be honest, I couldn't even win the 800 metres gold if it was vertical and you pushed me off a cliff.
Well, that's because you'd only be accelerating at 9.81 meters per second.
And I'd
do
still be overtaken by Usain Bolt.
I do remember Frankie Boyle's joke about Usain Bolt when he was running and he did the 100 meters in like 9.9 seconds. And Frankie Boyle says, "That's amazing. It took me 10 seconds to watch it."
It's true. It's true. Well, look, I just noticed, are we coming up to the end of the night?
We are. That's what I was saying,
Blimey,
ladies and gentlemen,
that
before, but
has
then you
gone
talked over
quick.
me like a git.
Yeah, that's me. So, it's Game Hammer Classic Gaming on
It
tonight.
is tonight.
So, what are you playing?
Whatever people want.
It's
I have,
all
however,
request. I was going to say all request Saturday. No.
it's all request Monday. I have, however, already had a request for Sonic and 3 and Knuckles.
Did you do Crash Nitro Kart?
Didn't do Crash Nitro.
Why
Kart
not?
Because,
It was requested.
Because we didn't get through everything.
Well, I'm requesting Crash Nitro Kart.
Okay.
So don't forget, everybody, that your live streaming entertainment goodness will continue after tonight's Monday Club, where Game Hammer Classic Gaming will be taking over for a trip down memory lane with retro computer games on All Request Monday. You'll be given a prompt to automatically pop across once Game Hammer is up and running. But we're pretty much at the end of the night now. It's been
So
really
all we have to do,
amazing having your
the only
company.
thing we have to do now is say a big thank you to our sponsor, and then we'll be doing our sign off and final thoughts.
The Monday Club is proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering, or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey.
So a really big thank you so much to TMC for sponsoring the show.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a huge thank you to all you guys, everybody who has sent in money on the super chat. Thank you so
It really
much for
does
your
help us
generosity.
keep the lights on here.
Absolutely. But from me, from the Cupboard Monkey, from Topsy, from Bronxy, from Gandalf, and the Tumble
all
of
the
Clowns. Yeah, all the gang. It's been great having your company. Just a reminder on the news, Sonic Models have announced the K-Class Mogul, one of the most requested in wish lists locomotive. They've shown EP samples of those. We did share with you some images of those at the beginning of the stream. Also, Roker prototype models, some really nice models, plus they showed off some of the custom graffiti wagons that they're sending to the channel. I'm really looking forward to those.
Those graffitis looked amazing.
The Homer Simpson one, I really am
Yeah.
looking forward to that. And also, TT120, the range continues to expand, with Pico adding signal kits and more set track choices. So it just keeps growing. Daypol, yes, the answer is Daypol, have announced in O gauge the M3 and M4 diagram GWR shunters match trucks, and they promise to be something special with die-cast chassis, fully compensated suspension, and a smattering of different detail variants. So look out for those as well. But from everybody here, you guys take great care of yourself. If you haven't already done so, do hit that like button, share the stream, and subscribe to the channel. And you can check us out over on Patreon. And you can also check out our full merch store as well, with a lot of unique and exclusive designs. Be the best dressed out in the street, in the supermarket, the model railway show, or even just in your railway room with your Gronk It Up hoodie, t-shirt, mug, and more.
Jen, are you trying for a job at QVC?
I did apply for a job at QVC, and can I just say, I do somewhere still have the VHS tape. That tells you how long ago it was. The VHS tape of my audition for a job at QVC. There we go. Railway Days asks, can we have Simon Kohler on again at some point? I'll have to track him down and invite him on.
Yeah.
That might be quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, grab a big net and we'll go and hunt him down.
Yeah. But
When people say house hunting, I always assume they're going out with a giant net.
What,
Like,
dressed-
seriously, giant net.
dressed as Elmer Fudd.
Yeah. Hunting houses.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no James Pets. No, nobody gets to see the QVC audition. It's not big and it's not pretty. And to be honest, I'm surprised they sent me the tape afterwards. But there we go.
They're surprised they returned it instead of burning it and burying its ashes in
Hey,
salt.
I did quite well. I reckon in this day and age, I'd be quite good on QVC. I can talk absolute garbage forever and
We
a
know,
day.
we just sat through 2 hours of it.
But it was back in my early days. I just started out in the world of radio and was trying to branch out into TV. So yeah, I applied for a job at QVC and I got as far as a taped audition. There we go.
Take
no
care,
Fly
guys.
Mo Channel when it's not going on any channel. I'm really sorry, it will not see the light.
Why did you mention it if you're not going to show us?
Because you mentioned QVC.
Didn't mean that you had to tell people you'd auditioned. Show us, show us, show
No,
us.
no.
Well, you
right.
shouldn't have said it.
Well, shut up and bring up camera 5 and get me off the screen so I can
Take
twiddle
care,
the
ladies and
turntable.
gentlemen. Bye
So-
for now.
Is that the... Oh, yeah, that is the right
The
one.
train now departing is the 2105 service to QVC, stopping at Bolton Trinity Road, Mineth Tatis, Tatis Newark, Eindhoven, Pittsburgh Somehow, Packham on the back, Boxton on file, Huggleton on the hill, and the unnamed layout that Jenny said had a layout, it turns out it didn't. Stopping at 3 Cocks or change for Lord Hereford's Knob, and then
Careful
on
now.
to QVC. That's the 2105 service to QVC.
If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club.
There seems to be a
Good
few
night.
people who are hoping for a stop at Butts Fart.
The next train to depart from platform 2 is the 2106 express route to Butts Farting, stopping at Butts Farting.
All change at 3 Cocks for Lord Hereford's fancy.
That wasn't what it said last week.
Oh, Nomad Railway. Oh, that's very kind of you. So, sorry, Jen, you're too good for QVC.
Right. Here are the mouse pad and mouse of power for you
Yeah.
for pressing the button
Have
C's.
you any idea what's wrong with the stream deck? What we can do?
I'll work it out. Chances are it just needs to be relinked.
Okay.
But we couldn't do that while we're on air because you literally can't do it.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Smell you later. And
You
as I
will.
said before, don't forget, everyone, you will be given a prompt in probably about 10 to 15 minutes to, if you want to head on over for the Game Hammer Classic streaming Monday Club Live for retro computer game goodness. Dongit's Model Railway. QVC only hire people with faces for radio and voices for print. Yes, show. Gronksy tripped over Topsy and fell upside down on the floor. It was absolutely nothing to do with my ineptitude whatsoever. Zoe? Thank you, Fly Merch M1. Yes, absolutely. Plenty of merch available. Exclusive merch to the channel. Yeah, I'm just waiting for when you're ready. Now? Okay, so I've just received word that Gamehammer Classic Gaming is ready for you guys, so you'll get a prompt inviting you to jump over onto the Cupboard Monkeys stream tonight, and your live streaming goodness will continue with some retro game classics on all request Monday. But from all of us here at Weir Yard, you guys take great care of yourself. It's always an absolute honour to hang out with you, and don't forget, spread the word. The Monday Club is the best and greatest original live stream here on YouTube for all things model railway chat, except no substitute. And because the Cupboard Monkey closed the bloomin' tab, right.